Hello friends, welcome you all. Today we are going to learn about the exercise number 6 of course INTO 232 for the semester 3rd new, and the course title is Insect Ecology and Integrated Pest Management. The exercise number 6 includes the practicable IPM practices, that is the cultural and biological methods of the IPM. In that, the first one is the cultural methods. In that, cultural methods is nothing but the one of the regular farm operation doing by the farmer in their fields to it will help to prevent the pest population in their field. In that, the first one is the tillage operation. In that tillage operation, during the deep summer plowing, with the help of this deep summer plowing, the soil is exposed to the environment or to the sunlight, and there are the different life stages which is present in the soil, which is also exposed to the environment or sunlight, and due to the heavy sun rays it will be killed or it is picked up by the birds and also feed by the birds. Next one is a this is a crop rotation techniques. This crop rotation technique is mostly used in a IPM techniques. This is the classical example of the crop rotation technique. Crop rotation, it means that the alternate growing of the crop. It means that if you grow the cereal crop in one season, then we can grow the fiber crop or you can say that the leguminous crop. Here the example is maize crop, maize, cotton and cowpea. This is the basic examples or classical example of the crop rotation. It will be helps to reduce the break the life cycle of the insects. Then next one is the trap cropping. Trap crop is nothing but the one of the crop. It is growing around or in the main field with the main crop. It will help to attract the different insect populations. Here, for example, the marigold is used as a trap crop in tomato to attract the fruit borer moth, and here the Spodoptera litura, that is the leaf-eating caterpillar. For that purpose, castor used as a trap crop around the cotton crop. Then this is the intercropping. This intercropping, it will be helps to reduce the we can say that the divide the pest population, and it will help to reduce damage by the pest. Then mixed cropping and barrier cropping. The mixed cropping, it will be helps to also helps to divide the pest population in crops and reduce the damage. And barrier crop, the main purpose of the barrier crop is that for the vector management or insect vector management. Then the field sanitation technique. In that field sanitation technique, removal and destruction of crop residue or vulnerable plants or nearby the host plant. Then trimming the field bunds, it will be helps to destroy the grasshoppers or eggs of the grasshopper in rice field especially. Then removal and destruction of weeds like goodwale, wasanwale and sandwale are the different major alternate host for the larvae of the fruit sucking moth. We can remove these hosts. Then bawachi weed is also act as a alternate host for the larvae of the lemon butterfly. Then the Legusca mollis is also one of the weed species that is used as a alternate host for the Helicoverpa armigera. Then adjustment of time of sowing and the planting. Here early sowing in Kharif hybrid sorghum to escape from the attack of the shoot fly or niche fly. Early planting of the shuru sugarcane to avoid the attack of the early shoot borer. It means that due to the adjustment of the time of the sowing or planting, it will be helps to prevent the pest population in that particular crop. Then use the resistant varieties. Especially there are three varieties: resistant varieties, susceptible varieties and tolerant varieties. In IPM technique, we can use the different resistant variety which is developed by the plant breeder against the different particular pests in that particular crop. Then these are some of the other cultural practices like a raking of soil. This will help to reduce kill the pupa which is present around the tree trunk. And then earthing up technique. This earthing up technique, it is mostly followed in a sugarcane crop to reduce the early shoot borer infestation. The clipping of the tips of the seedling of the rice during transplanting or at the time of the transplanting to reduce the destroy the egg masses of the yellow stem borer. Then flooding of the rice field, it will be helps to reduce the soil pest. Then de-trashing technique. This de-trashing technique is mostly used in the sugarcane crop. It will be helps to reduce different sucking pest. And the balanced nutrition. The balanced nutrition, it is nothing but the one of the, we can say that the effective techniques to reduce the sucking pest population. Then this is the alley formation in paddy. This alley formation in paddy, it will be helps to reduce the brown plant hopper population in case of rice. Then use of bird perches. These bird perches are specially used against the different caterpillars which is present in our fields. With the help of this bird perches, the bird it stand on that bird perches and pick up the different caterpillars which is present in the fields. The next technique is biological control. In that biological control, we can use the different bioagents. The bioagents, it may be predator or parasitoids or microorganism or beneficial microorganism. In that, the first one is a predators. These are some of the predators is mostly used against the different sucking fish population. That is the Cryptolemus rhodolium. Then here the coccinella beetles are the different recommended predators or laboratory predators against the aphid, scales, and mealybugs. Then these are also some of the examples. Here the dragonfly and damselfly is also used as the predators against the different caterpillars. Then here the Micromus egorotus, especially against the Lepidopterans or scale insects. Then Dipa apidivora against the sugarcane woolly aphids. Then this is the field application dose of the predators you can use against the different insect population in our field. Then next one is a parasitoids. The parasitoids may be classified into different categories. First one is a based on the development of the sites, ectoparasitoids and endoparasitoids. Insect which develop externally on its arthropods, that is the ectoparasitoids. Example is Bracon species, which is feed on or which is on the coconut black-headed caterpillar. Then endoparasites, parasitoids and insect parasitoids which develop within the body of its arthropod host, that is the endoparasitoids. And the example is Eroboreus species. Then based on the stage of the developments, most of the parasitoids it comes under the Hymenoptera order. Most of the Hymenoptera order, and in that the Trichogramma are the major genus for the egg parasitoids, which is they have a number of hosts like different stem borers or bolworms or different caterpillars. Here the Teleonemus is also one of the new egg parasitoids against the Lepidian caterpillar. Then Chilonas blackburny, it is a parasitoids for the cotton spotted bollworm, and the Capitosoma coeleri for the potato tuber moth. Then Gonivosus nepenthes, it is the larval parasitoids against the larvae of the black-headed caterpillar. Platygaster orazi against the rice gall midge. Then here the Bracon species and the Chilonemus blackburny, it is one of the larval parasitoids. The larval people parasitoid, that is the Isotema javensis, and the people parasitoid, that is the Xanthophyna punctata. Then here the nymphal and underl parasitoid, that is Aphelinus smiley, Incarcia formosa, that is the different nymphal and adult parasitoid mostly used against the sucking pest. Then these are also some of the examples of the parasitoids. Then based on the host specificity, monophagous, oligophagous and polyphagous parasitoids. In that monophagous, it means that having a single host. An example is the Gonivosus. Polyphagous means having some of the host or group of hosts, and polyphagous it means that a number of hosts, that is the Trichogramma. Then based on the again host, that is the primary parasitoids, secondary parasitoids and tertiary parasitoids. Primary parasitoids means are those parasitoids parasiting in pest. Secondary parasitoid, it means that parasitoid attacking another parasitoids, and the tertiary parasitoid, it means that parasitoids attacking the secondary parasitoids. Then based on the number of the parasitoid developing from the single host, in case solitary and gregarious parasitoid. The example for the solitary parasitoid, that is Eroboreus species, and the gregarious parasitoid is the Bracon species. Then these are some of the kinds of parasitisms: simple parasitism, super parasitism and multiple parasitism. In simple parasitism, it is applied when there is a single attack of the parasitoid in the host. The super parasitism, which may be individual of the same species of the parasitoid, attack a single host. And multiple parasitism, it means attack of a different species of parasitoids on a single host. These are the different recommended or mostly used parasitoids against the different insect population. This is the dose. Then biological control of weed, mostly for the control of the Lantana camera, we can use the Lantana seed fly. For the Parthenium grass or Congress grass, we can use a Mexican beetle, that is Zygocarma bicolorata. And for the leaf eating weevil, that is the Neochitrian species, mostly used against the water hyacinth. Then next is the microbial control. It is one of the branch of the biological control. Here the different beneficial microorganisms like a fungus, bacteria and viruses we can use to reduce the or suppress the insect population. In that the first one is the entomopathogenic fungus. These fungus are cause a disease in a different insect. In that, Metarhizium, Beauveria, Verticillium, Nomoria, Nehersutilla are the different, we can say that the recommended entomopathogenic fungus against the different insect pest populations. Metarhizium is also called as green muscadine fungus, Beauveria also called as white muscadine fungus, Verticillium can also called as white halo fungus, and the Hirsutella thompsoni mostly used against the mites. Here this is the different field application dose of the each entomopathogenic fungus against the different insect pest populations. Then virus, that is the NPV virus, GV virus and CP virus. NPV means a nuclear polyhedrosis virus, GV means a granulosis virus, and CP means a cytoplasmic virus. Mostly the NPV and GV virus is used against the different insect pest population, and this NPV virus causing a tree top disease in the caterpillar. Here HNPV, SLNPV are the HNPV mostly used against Helicoverpa armigera, SLNPV mostly used against Spodoptera lutura, and here these are the some of the other insects, other biopesticides also we can use against the different insect pest population in crop. Then bacteria or insect bacteria, in that this is the classification of the entomophagous bacteria. In that, the Bacillus papilli and here the japonica are the mostly used against the root grub or white grub, which cause a milky white disease. And then Bacillus thuringiensis, it is mostly used against the Lepidopteran insect pest. These two bacteria are mostly used in microbial control. Then this is the some of the entomopathogenic nematodes. In that, the Stinner nema and Heterorabies are mostly used against the different insect pest population. Okay, this is all about the biological and cultural methods of IPM. Okay, thank you.